Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life, in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Happy Saturday. Yeah, happy Saturday to each and every one of you. What an exciting time to be an early adopter in this new asset class is the digital asset space. I missed you guys. It's been a while since I've had a chance to complete and upload of videos. I've done the videos, but I haven't completely uploaded them. So it is good to catch up. Hopefully I'll have some time to get this out to you guys and get this uploaded today. Interesting time with everything going on with the Celsius network and Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Very, very interesting time in history. Look, the market is doing what the market does. Elon Musk is all over the news, looking to do some very, very interesting things with Twitter. Very, very, very interesting. What's the blue check all about anyway? What's the crypto Twitter or the Twitter blue check for verification? What is that all about? Is that verification to say that you're a user? Is that verification that says that you've done a certain amount of tweets? Like, what is that about? I guess I'll have to look it up, see if you know. Let me know in the comments. What is the Twitter verification and that blue check all about? Why do some people take that very, very seriously? So we're going to go with the market. Interesting stuff coming from Brad Garlinghouse. Hopefully I'm in a good internet place. I'll play a video from Brad. Interesting time. We know the XLS20 thing. I guess the proposal got approved to be voted on. Is that the word, or is it done? I think it's done. The XLS20 is done, and the NFTs and the ability to do things like NFTs on the ledger is in motion. So really, really excited about that. Gosh, very, very interesting. I'm out of town. Hopefully the internet will work well for you guys. So we are going to get into it, guys. So listen, this is your XRP Ripple daily news. And around 0 to 10 minutes, look, the market is doing what the market does. The total cryptocurrency market cap is at 1.11 trillion. That's interesting to see it be over a trillion for a few days now. Very, very cool. Bitcoin dominance, look, it's under 38% now. It is at 37 cents, 37% for the Bitcoin dominance. Very interesting. Bitcoin is trading at $21,308. Shout out to CoinGecko. Guys, make sure you get the coingecko.com. Get that app. Very, very cool. Lots of tools on it. I love it. You can check the NFT projects. You can check DeFi. You can check gaming. Then they got some different tokens here, BNB, Solana, Avalanche, that they could categorize. The top gainers and the top losers love it, and the new coins. I love CoinGecko. Absolutely love it. So Ethereum is at $1,630, and XRP is trading at 49, almost 50 cents again. Interesting. For sure. Dogecoin is up 50%. Dogecoin is up 50% on the 7-day. Well, how about that? Look at Matic, man. Matic. Look at Matic's over $1 now. It's very, very cool. Very, very cool. We were blessed to hold Matic for a long, long time, and we're blessed with, a crazy return on that. So that's cool to see. I hope we got making a new 1% from those who held and or are holding Matic currently. So a lot of double bigger greens in the market. What's going on, guys? Litecoin 26%, OKB token up 37.9%, Chainlink's up 24.5%. Algorand, it's worse on at 12%. Anyway, so Chainlink 24.5% on the 7-day. Algorand up 26% on the 7-day. Interesting to see the stuff come out of the Fed and Jerome Powell, and to see the market responding the way it is. What is this? Just 2 days after the stuff from Jerome Powell. Chili's at 26 cents is up 33% on the 7-day. Lots of double figure freaking greens in the market. So I hope again that this market has helped to make you part of the 1%. We certainly need a new 1% for sure. Our Weave token is trading at $15, and that's up 47% on the 7-day. The big news for sure is Fidelity opening up crypto services for retail investors. interesting stuff. This is a great start to get the masses involved, right? Because we know we need to increase the size of this pie, right? Because in the digital asset space, we have been trading amongst each other, and we need to increase the size of the pie. In other words, we need more and more people coming into crypto, right? It's one of the reasons why we have this channel, is to bring new people into the space. We need more of the average Joe and the average Jane that are hanging out on YouTube, watching hippopotamus videos. We need them to get into crypto, right? So do me a favor, would you hit that like button for me, hit the subscribe button, and ring that notification bell. That's the best way to get this channel out to the masses, because we need a new 1%. We need more of the average Joes and the average Janes to enter into the digital asset space. And who knows, they might discover the greatest digital asset ever created, which is XRP. But more importantly, they need to know that there is this new asset class out there for them to create generational wealth. And if you want to help in sharing the word, you can just hit the like button. That is a great way to get that done. Fidelity. I've been a fan of Fidelity. I have both brokerages with Fidelity and TD Ameritrade. I think Fidelity offers a little bit more in terms of other products, but interesting to see them getting the crypto. Interesting. If they're going to save some fees, we'll see if they're going to save some fees. We'll see if they're going to save some fees. But in any case, interesting. It's very, very interesting. Right now, we are learning for sure, not your keys, not your crypto, in a major way. So always consider that. But we've been in this space for a while. New people are going to come through Fidelity and Bakkt and the likes. You can expect that for sure. And that's okay, however they come in, as long as they begin to come in, they'll get their feet wet and they'll learn other things just like you and I. They'll eventually get into DeFi and understand the massive importance of it. Shout out to Darren Moore. I hope you're doing well, bro. And I heard a couple of things that made me a little sad, but I hope you're doing well, my guy. I hope you're doing well. Hold your head up and continue, please, to add content because you are a big time value add to this community, my guy. So he put this out here. Darren Moore tweeted this out. We are experiencing high inflation and falling bond prices. The dominoes are falling in a very classic way. Pension funds in the UK have been bailed out. Take a listen to Ray Dalio here.
In Europe as a whole, the level of mechanics, the cause effect, it's a very basic thing. When you produce a larger deficit, you have to sell your bonds. You have to know who the buyers of the bonds are. If you don't have enough buyers of the bonds, you're going to have a buyer's strike, so they're going to sell off. And this is, I think, what happened in the UK is a canary in the coal mine. That if you take what's happening in Europe as a whole, the level of interest rates relative to the level of the inflation rates, and the terrible choice that has to be made about if you raise interest rates, what does that mean to Italy's debt service payments? Who is going to make up that difference? There's just mechanics to this. So I think that we are in a situation generally where there's not coordination. You could take the monetary policy of Japan and it'd be totally different monetary policy. And so, but there's still a trade-off because the bonds are going to go down in value because they're not going to own them. Now the question is, do they go down in value because the currency goes down in value or because the bond price goes down in value? But one way or another, they're going to go down in value. And the interest rate now, with all of this debt and how it's been structured when all money was free and interest rates were low, now an interest rate that is high enough to deal with inflation and also high enough to provide an adequate return for the bond investor is too high of an interest rate for the debtor. So now we have that structural trade-off. And the dominoes are falling in a very, very classic way. For example, if you take high-yield investing, they were called high yield before they were, and therefore risky. before you had an interest rate change. Now you had the risk-free rate go up to 4%, and you have the credit spreads go up to 5%. Now they have a 9% interest rate. That won't work for those. So they are going to have, they're going to be the first ones to go, and you have this series of dynamics. That's the mechanics.
Guy. Take a listen to this. I think I found this to be very, very interesting. John Deaton, hope you're doing well, that pit bull. Hope you're doing well, brother. We appreciate you. Never forget that we appreciate you, my guy. So John Deaton tweeted this out. I just realized that Elon Musk could spin off Starlink with an IPO, then SpaceX and Boring Company. What is that? The Boring Company. Mm-hmm. When he takes Twitter public, he could be the chairman of the board of 5 publicly traded companies. If he reaches trillionaire status, can you imagine the level of hate? This is something that Bruce Porter put this out. This is interesting what Elon is proposing and looking to do in this comment. He's a brilliant guy. You cannot argue it. I would not want to work for him unless I was like a personal assistant where I could be mentored in along working for him. But he is an interesting, and a brilliant guy. Take a listen to what he's looking to do on Twitter.
Along there and bots and trolls on Twitter, and organizations trying to manipulate public opinion, and just generally making the system worse. And I think that there is an answer to that, which is to get as many regular users of Twitter to be a subscriber for $8 a month. And you'll get a lot more than just a blue check mark for $8 a month, because now we can afford long-form video, long audio podcasts, and we can also start sharing revenue with content creators, which is essential.
Give them a chance to make money.
Yeah, absolutely. Just so. I mean, right now, if you're on Twitter, you'll see a lot of links posted to YouTube and TikTok, and that's because, at least until now, Twitter has not even given them enough video length to post their video, and then they give the content creators no means of monetizing the video. So we're going to change that rapidly at Twitter. It's going to be transformative. But if we can get enough verified users, and we're going to prioritize Twitter search, replies, mentions, by verified users first, and yeah, this is very.
That's what calls amplified.
Yes. So if you're payment verified with a blue check mark, then you're prioritized.
I don't know payment verified, but anyway, let me know if you know. Let me know if you know what that is about. I do the Twitter blue thing, but other than that, I don't know. John Deaton tweeted this out as well on Monday when
there is a huge problem with spam.
Holders amicus brief, there were 74,502. Today, we are 27 people shy from the 75,000 mark. 27 people. I said, guys, let's get it done. Read who we are. Interesting stuff here. So we all know that he filed the amicus brief, and it was classic stuff. I said from day one that this dude was going to be a thorn in the side of the SEC because it was going to detract from the focus that they would need to even compete with Ripple's attorneys and their fraudulent lawsuit that the SEC brought. Anyway, now you throw in us in this case, and I just knew this was going to happen. So very, very cool to see John and to see the XRP holders who didn't fall for the lie that what you do does not matter. John Deaton is a classic example of that. There were people out there talking about it's the SEC, what can we do, blah, 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 just like the same entertainers who say that there's nothing that you can do against the government's the government, and there's nothing that you can do, right? And in the end, there's always if there's some wrongs, you can do something to make it right. That is the bottom line. All right, so Suman Freeman put this out. Interesting. Public-private dialogue is key. Today, I had the chance to testify on behalf of Ripple at an crypto and digital assets APPG, whatever that is, hearing. chaired by Dr. Lisa Cameron. Comprehensive regs, proper resources, and greater government coordination will help the UK achieve its goal of becoming a global crypto hub. Again, make no mistake about it, Ripple is genius in motion. And the fact that they're working hand in hand with the UK is just, again, it's brilliant. UK is not waiting. The UK has never, out of all the nations, have never been a nation to wait around for the US to do something. You know, and I love that. In fact, they've always kind of taken the lead, which I think is very, very, very cool. Stuart Young put this out, and I forgot to put this out earlier. Just bought a new car from a dealer in London who asked me to explain how accepting payment of RippleXRP can help his company's liquidity. A new day is coming. Isn't that interesting? Where is Brad's stuff? I had Brad on here. Hold on a second, guys. Forgive me. We're live. But Brad Garlinghouse, I don't know what happened to that. Let me see something here. I thought I did do that. Let me do this. Let me see if I got it just on my regular. Let's see. You guys learning my stuff here. Let's see. I was pretty certain that I saw, here it is here. Spot on, says Marcus Streeter to Brett Garlinghouse. DLT is broadening from cross-border payments to many forms of exchange. Ripple put this out. Traditional global payment systems are far from efficient. In this video, CEO Brad Garlinghouse details how we're removing barriers for crypto in business. Take a listen.
The challenge of the industry has been to focus on solving. Crypto is helping transform finance businesses today in a few different ways. And I think one of the challenges of the industry has been to focus on solving real problems for real customers. And Ripple, obviously, from its earliest days, focused on the problem around cross-border payments. That's a point of a lot of friction as measured by speed and cost. And by focusing there, we've been able to have a big impact on that, relatively small piece. But I think over the next years, you're going to see many financial transactions where a middleman sits, a middle transaction, an intermediary. Those will get removed, and we'll use blockchain and other digital asset type technologies to remove that friction. And I think all of society will benefit from improving the efficiency of those systems. I think you'll see that. Certainly, you've seen it in securities settlement as an opportunity. The financial transactions around bonds, around derivatives. A lot of these things take a while to settle, and the friction associated actually holds back the industry. Insurance is an industry I think you're going to see touched. Trade finance is an industry that really Ripple, some of our customers have invited us to participate in. And you've seen experimentation around identity in real estate and title management. And these are all examples where I think it's so hard to predict where this will go, in the same way that 25 years ago, when I first got involved in the Internet of Information, I never could have predicted on my smartphone I'd press a button and I'd have a car picking me up minutes later. I think this will permeate lots of different parts of our society.
To know for sure. And even more exciting is to realize that we were here first. We were early and are early adopters in this new asset class that is a digital asset space. Never, ever forget, guys, level up your IQ on XRP. I recommend leveling up your IQ on the digital asset space as a whole. There are more digital assets than XRP. There are more to this digital asset space than just crypto. Tell me what you know about DeFi and decentralized finance. Tell me what you know. Tell me what you know about that. And also be in a hurry, if you will, to level up your financial IQ. I'm not a big fan of most traditional financial products, not a fan of IRAs, not a fan of mutual funds, not a fan of stocks unless I can enter in that space in a pre-IPO type deal. That is more the deal. I am a fan of a traditional financial cash value dividend paying policies. I am a fan of that because it's been around for over 100 years. And all the major financial institutions go to them for money. So if they're going to them for money, why wouldn't I do that as well? So be sure to level up in all three of those areas. Listen, guys, This ends our XRP Ripple Daily News in around 0 to 10 minutes. I hope it has been of value to you. If it had, crypto IRA is a little different. I'm talking about traditional IRAs. Okay, just a side note. So if this video has been of value to you, do me a favor and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and ring that notification bell. I'm going to end this one like I do all of my videos and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather that we remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating? Or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know. That the battle for you has already been fought. And the victory is yours. Go get it.